Hey, let me ask you something personal today. Do you remember your first love?
Oh, wow. Starting strong today, John.
I know. But think about it. That feeling, the nervousness, the excitement, the way your heart beats a little faster when you see that person.
Hmm. So, everyone remembers their first love. No matter how old you are, no matter where you are from, that feeling stays with you.
Exactly. And today, we're going to talk about that in English because talking about feelings, memories, and personal experiences is one of the most important things you can do in English.
And one of the hardest, how do you describe those feelings naturally? How do you tell that story confidently in English?
That is exactly what we are covering today. Real, natural English for talking about your first love. The phrases, the expressions, the emotion, all of it.
So stay with us. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly how to talk about this topic warmly, naturally, and confidently in English.
Welcome to Speak English Easily.
The podcast where you learn real English for real life.
I'm John.
And I'm Lisa.
So happy you're here with us today. This is your daily English conversation practice, and today's topic is one of the most personal and beautiful ones we have ever covered.
No complicated grammar, no boring textbook sentences, just real, warm, natural English that comes straight from the heart. Let's get into it.
Okay, Lisa, let's set the scene for today.
Yes. So imagine this. Two old friends, Alex and Sarah, are sitting together at a cafe on a quiet Sunday afternoon. They haven't seen each other in a while, and they're catching up.
And somehow the conversation turns to the past, to memories, to those early days of young love.
You know how it happens. One story leads to another, and suddenly you're both laughing and remembering things you haven't thought about in years.
This is such a real and natural conversation topic. And in English, knowing how to talk about your past, your feelings, and your memories is incredibly powerful.
So listen carefully to how Alex and Sarah talk about their first love experiences. Notice the words they use to describe feelings, to tell stories, and to react naturally to each other.
These are phrases you can use anytime you talk about personal memories and feelings in English. Here are Alex and Sarah.
Can I ask you something a little personal?
Of course. We've been friends for years. Ask me anything.
Okay, so do you ever think about your first love?
Oh, wow. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I was going through some old photos last night and I found one from when I was about 17 and it just brought everything back.
Oh, that's kind of sweet, actually. Okay, yes, I do think about mine sometimes. His name was Daniel. We were 15.
15? Oh, that's young.
I know, giggles. But at 15, everything feels so serious, right? Like the whole world is just that one person.
Exactly. That's exactly how it feels. So what was he like?
Thinking he was quiet, really thoughtful. He used to write little notes and leave them in my school bag. Just small things like, good luck with your test today, or I hope you have a great day.
Oh, that is so cute. I love that.
Right? I thought it was the most romantic thing in the world at the time. Okay, now you have to tell me about yours.
Okay, so her name was Maya. We were both 16. We met at a summer music festival.
Oh, how romantic. A music festival?
Well, not exactly romantic at first. I completely embarrassed myself when I first spoke to her.
Oh, no. What happened?
So I walked over to say hello and I tripped over someone's bag and basically fell right in front of her.
Oh, no. What did she do?
She burst out laughing, but not in a mean way, in a warm, genuine way, and then she helped me up and said that was the best introduction I've ever had.
Oh, that is adorable. She sounds lovely.
She really was. We spent the whole festival together that day, just talking, listening to music, walking around. By the end of the day, I felt like I had known her forever.
That feeling when someone feels instantly familiar. That is so special.
Yes, exactly. And then we spent the whole summer together. We used to cycle to this little lake just outside town and just sit there for hours talking about everything.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. What happened? Did you stay together?
No, we spent the whole summer together, but she moved away at the end of the summer. Her family relocated to another city. We tried to stay in touch, but you know how it is. We were young, life got busy, and slowly we lost contact.
Aw, that's a little sad.
It is, but also I look back on that summer with nothing but good feelings. She was kind, funny, and she made me feel really confident about myself. First loves do that, don't they? They shape you in ways you don't even realize at the time.
That is so beautifully put. Yes, I think your first love teaches you what it feels like to really care about someone, even if it doesn't last forever.
Exactly. And honestly, Daniel, with his little notes in your school bag, he sounds like he was a good one too.
He really was. You know what's funny? I still have one of those notes. I found it in an old box a few years ago.
No way. You kept it?
I kept it. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging at all. I think that's lovely, actually.
It just says, "Today is going to be a great day. I hope you know how special you are."
Wow, at 15 years old, that is really something.
I know. Kids are surprisingly deep sometimes.
They really are. You know, talking about this actually makes me feel really good, like a warm kind of nostalgia.
Me too. It's nice to remember the good things. The simple, pure, uncomplicated feelings of being young and falling for someone for the very first time.
Absolutely. And hey, even if those relationships didn't last, they were real, they mattered, and they made us who we are today.
I completely agree. Okay, this has been one of my favorite conversations in a long time.
Mine too. Same time next Sunday?
Absolutely. And next time, you have to show me that photo you found.
Deal.
Oh, that was just beautiful. I genuinely loved every moment of that conversation.
Right, it felt so warm and real, and there were so many wonderful phrases in there, not just for talking about love, but for talking about any personal memory or feeling in English.
Exactly. These phrases work for so many situations. Okay, let's break them down.
First, Alex said, "It just brought everything back." This is such a natural English expression. It means a memory suddenly returned very strongly because of a photo, a song, a smell, anything.
Yes, it brought everything back is used all the time in real-life English. You can say, that song brings everything back, or seeing that photo brought everything back. It is warm, natural, and very expressive.
Next, Sarah said, "At 15, everything feels so serious." This is a beautiful way to describe how you felt at a younger age. Notice she used the present tense, feels, even when talking about the past, because she is describing how it generally feels to be that age.
Yes, this is a very natural pattern in English conversation. When you're young, everything feels so intense. At that age, everything feels so important. Try using this structure when you talk about your own memories.
Then Alex said, "By the end of the day, I felt like I had known her forever." This is one of the most beautiful phrases in today's conversation. I felt like I had known them forever. This describes that magical feeling when someone feels instantly familiar.
And you can use it in so many ways. I felt like I had known her forever. We talked for hours and it felt like we had always been friends. So natural and so expressive for your English-speaking practice.
And this one is really important.
Alex said, "She made me feel really confident about myself." This structure, "she made me feel," is incredibly useful. It lets you describe how another person affected your emotions.
Yes, he made me feel so comfortable. She made me feel like I could do anything. It made me feel really proud. Learn this structure and use it whenever you talk about how people or experiences affect you. It sounds very natural in daily English conversation.
And the last phrase, Alex said, "I look back on that summer with nothing but good feelings." Look back on means to think about something in the past, and nothing with good feelings means only positive emotions, no regrets.
Beautiful phrase. I look back on that time with nothing but good memories. I look back on my school years with a lot of warmth. So expressive and so natural in real-life English. All right, speaking challenge time. And today's challenges are a little more personal than usual.
Yes, we want you to actually think about your own memories and feelings as you answer. Ready?
Challenge 1. Someone asks you, do you ever think about your first love? What do you say? You could say, yes, sometimes. Their name was, and we met when I was about years old. They were, and they always made me feel.
Perfect. Personal, warm, and natural. Challenge 2.
You are telling a friend about a happy memory from your past. How do you describe how it felt? You could say, I look back on that time with nothing but good feelings. It was simple and pure, and it made me feel. I felt like I had known them forever.
Beautiful. And last one, challenge 3.
Someone asks, what did your first love teach you? What do you say? You could say, I think they taught me what it feels like to really care about someone. They made me feel confident and special, and even though it didn't last, I look back on it with nothing but warmth.
Yes, that is such a genuine and natural answer. That is exactly how you speak English easily about personal topics, with simple words and real feeling. Before we go, I want to say something.
Go ahead, Lisa. Thinking.
Today's episode was different. We didn't practice ordering coffee or checking in at a hotel. We practiced something much deeper, talking about feelings, memories, and the people who shaped us.
And this kind of English, personal, emotional, storytelling English, this is the English that truly connects you with other people. This is the English that turns a conversation into a real friendship.
So don't just practice the practical stuff. Practice talking about yourself too, your memories, your feelings, your story. Because your story deserves to be told in any language, including English.
Every time you practice daily English conversation, even just telling a small story about your past, you are building something real, something that no grammar textbook can give you.
And that is what Speak English Easily is all about. Real English, real life, real connection.
So, keep going, keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember,
You don't just learn English to travel or work. You learn English to connect with the world.
and today you took one more step towards that.
If today's episode touched your heart a little, please subscribe to Speak English Easily. We post brand new English conversation practice episodes every single week.
And leave us a comment. Tell us in 1 or 2 sentences in English something about your first love. We would absolutely love to read them.
And share this episode with a friend, because some conversations are just better when you have someone to share them with.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember,
Speaking English easily is not a dream. It is just a habit.
see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.